before you book that doctor's appointment, before you spend hours in a waiting room wondering what's wrong with you, there are 7 quiet signs you can check for yourself right now that could tell you whether diabetes is creeping up on you. Diabetes doesn't announce itself. It walks into your life through symptoms so ordinary, so easy to brush off, that millions of Americans are living with it right now and don't even know it. The CDC estimates more than 8 million adults in the US have diabetes and have no idea. By the time they finally find out, the damage has already started to their eyes, their kidneys, their nerves, even their heart. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 7 warning signs your body might already be giving you. And at the end, I'll tell you exactly what to do next without needing to wait 3 weeks for a doctor's appointment. Sign number 1, frequent urination, especially at night. Have you noticed yourself suddenly running to the bathroom way more than usual, especially at night? If you're getting up 2, 3, even 4 times before morning just to pee, and you didn't down a giant glass of iced tea before bed, pay attention. When your blood sugar is too high, your kidneys go into overdrive, trying to flush out the excess sugar through your urine. That's why you keep heading to the bathroom. A lot of people, especially men over 50, brush this off as, "I'm just getting older," or "must be my prostate." Sometimes it is. But sometimes, it's your pancreas waving a red flag. If your bathroom trips have suddenly multiplied in the last few weeks or months, don't ignore it. Sign number 2, constant, unquenchable thirst. This sign is directly connected to the first. You're always thirsty, painfully thirsty. You drink a full bottle of water, and 10 minutes later, your throat feels dry again. You wake up in the middle of the night reaching for the glass on your nightstand, like you just walked across the desert. You finish a big gulp at lunch and immediately want another one. This isn't normal thirst. When your body is losing too much fluid through frequent urination, it sends desperate signals to your brain saying, "Drink, drink more." That's why people in the early stages of diabetes describe feeling like no amount of water is ever enough. If you're drinking like a fish and still feel parched, your body is trying to tell you something. But as weird as that constant thirst feels, the next symptom is even stranger. Why? Well, because even after eating full meals, some people with early diabetes still feel like they're starving. Sign number 3, constant, nagging hunger that food doesn't fix. Sign number 3 is one that confuses a lot of people. You're hungry all the time. You finished a full meal 30 minutes ago, and already your stomach is rumbling like you haven't eaten since yesterday. You eat breakfast, then you're hungry by 10 a.m. You eat lunch, then you're raiding the pantry by 2 p.m. You eat dinner, then you're back in the kitchen before bed. It feels like there's a hole inside you that food just keeps falling into. Here's what's actually happening. You see, when insulin isn't working properly, the sugar from your food can't get into your cells where it's needed. So even though you just ate, your cells are still screaming, "We're starving." Your brain hears that signal and tells you, "Eat more." Even though there's plenty of fuel already floating in your bloodstream, your body is hungry in the middle of plenty. This sign is especially sneaky because it pushes you to reach for more carbs, more sugar, more of the very things that make the problem worse. Some people gain weight rapidly during this stage, others stay the same, and a few even lose weight as the cycle gets more severe. When your cells can't properly use the fuel you're constantly feeding them, the next thing to suffer is your energy, which is why so many people with early diabetes experience the next sign. Sign number 4, extreme tiredness that sleep doesn't fix. You're tired all the time, and not the normal, "I had a long week at work" tired. The kind where you sleep 8 hours and still wake up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. This is one of the most overlooked signs because, honestly, who isn't exhausted in America these days? Between work, kids, bills, and everything else, fatigue feels normal. But there's a specific quality to diabetes-related fatigue. It's deep, it's heavy. You'll be sitting at your desk at 2 p.m. and feel like your body weighs 300 pounds. You'll struggle to walk up a short flight of stairs that never used to bother you. You'll skip the gym not because you don't want to go, but because your body literally won't cooperate. Why? Because your cells are starving. Even though there's plenty of sugar floating around in your blood, without insulin working properly, that sugar can't get into your cells where it's needed for energy. So your body is essentially running on empty, even after a full meal. If your tiredness has become a permanent companion, get checked. Sign number 5, blurred vision. You're reading a text on your phone and the letters look fuzzy. You're driving home from work and the road signs seem doubled. You blink, rub your eyes, and it clears for a moment, then comes back. A lot of people rush to the eye doctor thinking they need new glasses or stronger contacts, only to be told their prescription hasn't changed. Here's what's really happening. High blood sugar pulls fluid from the lenses of your eyes, changing their shape and your ability to focus. The good news? In the early stages, this is completely reversible once your blood sugar comes back under control. The bad news? If it's ignored long enough, diabetes can permanently damage the blood vessels in your retina and lead to blindness. In fact, diabetic retinopathy is one of the leading causes of blindness in American adults under 75. Don't gamble with your eyes. Sign number 6, cuts and wounds that refuse to heal. Sign number 6 is a sign your body literally shows you on the outside. Your cuts and wounds are taking forever to heal. You scratched yourself 2 weeks ago and the wound still looks raw. You bumped your shin on the coffee table and now it's an angry red sore. That little nick on your finger from chopping vegetables? Still bothering you 5 days later. When blood sugar is consistently high, it damages your blood vessels and slows down circulation. Less blood flow means less oxygen, fewer nutrients, and weaker immune cells reaching the wound site. This is why diabetics are at such high risk for serious infections, and, in extreme cases, why some people end up with foot ulcers, amputations of toes, feet, or even legs. Right now, in the United States, diabetes is the leading cause of non-traumatic lower limb amputations. If your skin isn't healing the way it used to, it's not because you're just getting older. You should absolutely get checked. Sign number 7, tingling or numbness in your hands and feet. This one might start as a pins and needles feeling, like your foot fell asleep. Then it stays, or it becomes a burning sensation at night that keeps you awake under the covers. Or you'll step on a Lego barefoot and barely feel it until you see blood on the carpet. This is called diabetic neuropathy, and it happens because high blood sugar gradually damages the tiny nerves in your extremities, and the feet take the worst hit because they're farthest from your heart. This sign is especially dangerous because it usually means diabetes has been present, undiagnosed, for a while. The earlier you catch it, the more nerve damage you can prevent. Once those nerves are gone, they don't grow back. So those are the 7 signs: frequent urination, constant thirst, constant hunger that food doesn't fix, deep tiredness, blurred vision, slow healing wounds, and tingling in your hands or feet. Now here's what I want you to do, and please listen carefully. If you've recognized even 2 or 3 of these signs in yourself, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. You don't have to wait 3 weeks for a doctor's appointment. You don't have to deal with insurance pre-authorizations, co-pays or referrals just to find out where you stand. The fastest, simplest first step is to walk into your local pharmacy and ask about a blood sugar test. Many pharmacies offer point-of-care, A1C, or fasting glucose screenings on the spot. It takes less than 2 minutes, one tiny finger prick, and you'll know. If your numbers are normal, great, you've got peace of mind. If they're high, your pharmacist can guide you on what to do next, what to eat, what to avoid, and exactly when and why to see your doctor. Catching diabetes early can literally add 20 years to your life and save you from a future of insulin shots, dialysis, or worse. Don't wait until your body forces you to listen. Walk into a pharmacy this week. Your future self will thank you. If this video helped you, share it with someone you love. You might just save their life.